First off, we're going to select slide 1, go to Insert, go to our pictures, and our picture is from our data file, so we're going to double click on that or click and insert. Now, you remember when we get these boxes, that is how we can resize. When we take this box right here, you can move the image non-proportionally, or you can go up to the corners and you can move it proportionally. So right now what we're going to do is resize the picture to fit the entire slide, not a placeholder but the entire slide. So I'm going to left click, hold, and move up to the corner, and then I'm going to take the corner, move it down till it hits the bottom. Notice there's more white space, so now I'm going to have to stretch it out non-proportionally until it meets the other end. Notice that the words are now behind the image, and we will bring those forward a little bit later. Now, we are going to color this image. While this is selected, our Format tab appears. We're going to click, go to Color, and notice what our boxes are highlighted now. Saturation 100%, temperature 6500K, and the recolor is no recolor. So we want to go down to the recolor category, go over to Sepia, and click. Notice what it does to our image. Now, let's go ahead and go down to slide 3. Notice that our image kind of looks blurred. Well, we are going to make that look a little bit better. We are going to select, have our Format tab open. We're going to go to Artistic Effects. And if you were to hover over, you can see kind of what it does to that image. And we are going to go to the paintbrush, which is third column, second row. Click, and notice it kind of just makes that blurry motorcycle kind of all fit in because of the effect that you place on that photograph. Now, we are going to go back to slide 1, and we are going to click on that image to select. Now, under our Format tab, in the Arrange group, we have Bring Forward, Send Backwards, Selection pane. We are going to click on the Send Backwards arrow, and notice that it gives us 2 options, to send backwards or send to the back. Now, the difference between those is kind of like if your picture and your words are kind of like in a line. So if you had 3 or 4 words back there, then you could send that image straight to the back of the very line, or you could send that image backwards one and then backwards another time. So send backwards is like one at a time. Send backwards is going all the way to the line. So we want to send all the way to the line. Notice that our words as well as our subtitle placeholder then appears in front of that image. Now we want to modify that placeholder by just resizing it and moving it. So we're going to select that title placeholder. We are going to stretch using the little boxes as we would for our images. And then we're going to hover over the line, and notice that we have now like a cross of arrows. So if we were to select and hold, we then can move our text box. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take this, move it over, and notice that it scrunches up our word. Then we're going to align our text. So that way it's not, right now we have it left justified. So we want to go to our Home tab. Under the Paragraphs group, let's see what Centered does. So Centered kind of pushes it over, but centers it at the same time. Okay, so we're going to keep it on Centered. We are going to kind of stretch that out a little bit and push this up. That way we have it above the motorcyclist, and we'll go ahead and click off of that. So we have now modified the placeholder size. We have aligned our paragraph, as well as we have moved our placeholder. Now we want to delete the subtitle because for this title slide, a subtitle is just not necessary. So we are going to click on that subtitle. And there are several ways to delete your placeholder. You want to select your placeholder. Don't select inside, but select on the outside. And then you want to go up to your home clipboard group and cut. Another way to do so is when you have it selected, you can press the delete key on your keyboard. You can also right click and cut. You are able to go to different views under the view tab and kind of see what your PowerPoint presentation looks like in those different views. We're not going to go over them, so you guys can play around with those at your own convenience. So let's go ahead and go to slide 2. And what we're going to do is we are going to play around with this little clip art image. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in, which is Control Scroll on your mouse, or you can use your little scroll bar here to zoom in and zoom out. So we are going to zoom in so that picture is enlarged. We are going to click on that picture, and notice that when we click on the picture and we move it, it is one whole image. We're not able to delete or move anything. So what we want to do is we want to click on that. Notice that the Format tab is now chosen. Under the Arrange group, we have a button called Groups. We're going to click that arrow and ungroup that image. Then a dialog box comes up asking if we want to convert this to a Microsoft Office drawing object. We want to say yes. So then it converts. Then we want to go back up to the Format tab and go to Groups and Ungroup. Notice it gives us all these other little boxes. Basically what it does is it basically dissects that image. So if we were to click out of that image and we want to click on the little road, and then we click delete on our keyboard, or we can go to the Home tab under the clipboard and we can cut that image out. So we are able just to take away bits and pieces of that image. Notice that I took away the street as well as the background. Next thing I want to do is to change some color in here. So let's go ahead and change our tires. Now you can select them individually and change the colors, or you can click, hit Control and hold, click the next tire, and click the next tire. Notice that I clicked 3 times while holding the Shift key the entire time. I am then going to go to the Format tab, and under Shape Styles, I'm going to go to Shape Fill and change those to black. Now, if we were to take this image, let's go ahead and zoom out. If we were to take this image and move it, notice that we are now having problems moving everything together. Everything is individually moving. So we want to back that up, and we want to click on the image, click Format, Groups, and go to Regroup. That basically puts that image back as one, and we are able to move and resize as one whole group. Okay, so we're going to take that clip art that we just edited, we're going to select it, and we can copy it, either Control C, or we can go to our Home tab and copy or cut. Then we want to go to slide 1, and we want to Control V, or we want to go up to Home Clipboard and paste that image into slide 1. So now you know how to copy and paste and put it in an image from one slide to another. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on slide 3, and we are going to add a video. We're going to go to Insert, and under the Media group, we're going to go to Video, and you can select an online video or a video from your PC. I'm going to go for my PC, click and insert, let it load, and then the video from my media files, then upload. If we were to press play, you see the video is directly embedded into the slide. So then we're going to trim the video, kind of shorten it up. So basically what we're going to do is while the video is selected, the video tools will appear. So you'll have your Format and Playback. Under Playback, you have Trim Video. When you click that, a dialog box to where you are able to trim the video will appear. And what we're going to do is we are going to trim the video to 00:13.635. So right now it's 14:33. So we're going to slide this, and this basically takes the end and trims it up. If we were to take the green, it basically shortens up where the beginning starts. So we're going to go ahead and take this and we're going to slide it, or we can just go ahead and type in the spot in which we want and then just click out and it puts it where we want. Now you can play the video and see where you want to stop it. If you don't have an exact end time or an exact start time, then you click OK to apply that to your video. Okay, now we're going to add a video option. With your video selected, we're going to go under Video Tools, Playback, and then under Editing, and then under Video Options, we have the volume, when the video will start, play full screen, and all the others. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the arrow and we're going to go to automatically. Basically the difference is you click on the video, or when you go to that slide, it will automatically begin playing. Then we are going to go to your volume and we are going to select medium. Now this of course would be your preference, but this is how your audience will hear your video: low, medium, high, or if there's no volume or you do not want any volume, you just want the video, you can select mute. Okay, so we're going to skip to slide 3 and we're going to select our video. Now notice that we have the same exact boxes in order to resize our video. Notice that's non-proportional and this is proportional. So we're going to kind of size that down a little bit, and in order to move your image, you left click, hold, and you drag wherever you want that image to be. So we're going to move it away from the little biker guy. And then while your video is selected, your video tools box appears. We're going to go to Format and we're going to insert a video style. So we're going to go to More and we're going to kind of look at what types of styles that we want our video to look like. We are going to go ahead and add the glow rectangle. Select off of that and preview what our image looks like. So now we're going to go ahead and add animations to our entire slides. So since we're on slide 3, we can click and go to Animations tab, and under the Animations group we are able to click More and then add some animations. Basically animations are ways that when the slide appears, the images bounce in or slide in, float in, those type of things. For instance, we're going to go ahead and split. Notice what the video then does. Notice this little 1 there. This basically shows that there's one animation located on this slide. So we can also click on the background image and go ahead and let's swivel. Okay, we're going to add that. And that's basically what that image looks like. And notice that is now at a 2. So if we were to go under Animations and under Advanced Animation, we can go to Animation Pane. We can click and notice that we have our 1 and our 2. Our 2 is highlighted in orange as well as it is with the little number. If we were to click on number 1 and do play from, basically it shows the preview of what that slide will look like when you have it in presentation view. We're going to reverse the background image and the bike animation. So there's 2 ways to do it. We can click on number 1 while it's selected and drag below number 2, or we can select and use our arrows to move. Then we want to select number 1 and click play, and notice that the background image then does the animation first, and then the video will do that animation second. Also up top you have under timing, you have the start. You can either start on your click, you can click on the arrow, you can start with previous, start with after. For instance, if we were to click on with previous and click play, and then we click after, So we're going to keep it on start for on the click. Your duration is basically the duration of how long you want that animation to last, like the length of it. The delay is basically how long you want it delayed before it begins. If you wanted your background image to start and then you were to click after previous and you wanted a 2-second delay instead of immediately after, you are able to add that